Hello, family. Did you know that you're a divine creation of God? Anything that God creates is divine. But the world will keep us, in the dark about that. And a lot of people don't know the truth. And one of the things that blocks us from that is our ego. God spoke of that. He said, when he talked to me, he said, tell people when they listen to listen with their heart, not their head, because your head resides in the world and has an ego that lies. So, we have to do that ego work if we want to know and experience, the totality of who we truly are, and especially, our spiritual side, because the ego is like a block, to knowing who we truly are. And we don't just have to know or can just know who we are. We can experience that, by doing, daily work, or, on keeping our ego deflated. And that's a painful process. But one thing that does that is the truth and incorporating spiritual principles. These things break the ego down and puts it in a place where it needs to be. It doesn't need to be, the head of our life, because, that's position there is for our spirit and to be led by our spirit. And when we do that, we're connected to the vine. And when we're connected to the vine, we have Holy Spirit. We have, experiences that you cannot experience if you are led by your ego. So, Satan uses the ego to keep us, believing we're lesser than who we truly are. But, God has a plan. And he has, he sent Jesus to help us, to break, the grip that the ego has over us. Because Jesus was like a walking, spiritual principles. He was walking love. He was walking light. He was walking truth. And all we have to do is listen and use the teachings that he brought to us. And that breaks it breaks that ego, and it's very painful. But truth does that. Truth, because the ego will lie, but the truth will set you free. Just like it says here in John 8:32, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So we could be free from the bondage of the ego. But it takes it when we do that inner work and we're willing to work with someone, or you might just be able to work with you and God. But I worked with someone to help me break, to deflate my ego. And when I did that, I experienced love. I experienced power. I experienced my higher self. So that's available to us all. And, so be willing to do that work, because God will put the person in your life that you need. But anyway, I love you. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Bye.